and my wife doesn't have any other friend, she will suffer. I'm telling you the truth. Let me tell you, there are times I want to do a surprise birthday party for my wife, and it becomes so difficult. So I end up inviting my friends to come and celebrate my wife. But that's not what I want. I've never wished to have a celebration for my wife in their office. It's something I don't like naturally. I like doing it somewhere else and not the office. But my wife has just a handful of friends. She'll mention only 2 people. And that makes me weak. Yes, I'm telling you the truth. From my side. When your wife has more friends, none of them can influence her. Are you saying your more friends will come to have a relationship with your husband? But if your best friend is sleeping with your husband, what is your problem? I thought because she's your best friend, you share everything together. So what is your problem about your friend becoming your husband's friend? It is not a cast in stone that your friends must be your husband's friends. I just want you to have friends. They are not supposed to be my friends. I might use them once a while within your birthday celebration or some surprise of sort I want to do for you. But if you live with less friends or no friends, you are in trouble. And I hear people saying that if you are not married, don't make friends with those who are not married. No, if you are married, don't make friends with the unmarried. And I hear they say if you are married, don't make friends with the married. Now hear me very carefully. If you are not married, befriend both the unmarried and the married. Serve the married. I bring my girls to my house most of the times, and they don't feel comfortable. But it's a lesson I'm teaching them. I bring them to my house to come and serve my wife. It is not just because I want them to serve. I want them to see how a home is made by a wife compared to the way they are making their homes as single girls. I expose them to my house, not because my wife is lazy, not because my wife cannot wash, not because my wife cannot cook. I bring them to come and do some of the duties of my wife by the permission of my wife, so they will learn. Now watch the Bible description of marriage. Anytime a woman marries, they give her somebody to go and serve. So maid servants are added to marriages. It is now that we're having choosy people. You have wives who don't want to have a maid servant in the house. I don't want to bring anybody to this house so that he becomes somebody to come and pick up my husband. I know my husband is very weak sexually, so I won't bring anything to come and tempt him. I believe that you're not being wise. You see how you are struggling to do everything? Who says your husband will be interested in your house help? As ugly as you bring a house help, you think that will stop your husband from not coming? Are you happy that your house help is smelling in the house? Are you happy that your house help is not looking good? When our house help is going out with us, we make sure she smells well. We make sure she dresses well because she's part of the family, even though she's a house help. So why do you think that you will bring a house help and your husband will go for the house help? And even if your husband goes for the house help, should it affect your marriage? When Rachel got married to Jacob, and then Leah took her position, and her womb was blocked by God, what did she do? She gave a maid servant to Jacob to have a child for Jacob. Yes, it was practiced. So you rather choose a very good, sumptuous, presentable maid servant who can match the status of your husband's sexual intercourse and the appreciation of your husband. Because a man is well appreciated. A man lives long if constantly you see nice things. God created men to see. That is why he didn't name the things, but he brought it to man. And for whatever man saw and called, God accepted. So men are seeing foods. We see to eat. We see to attract. When we see, we make a decision. That is why we don't make mistakes when we see. When Eve saw in the Garden of Eden, he says, and this is nice and pleasant to the eyes and good for food. Do you know what happened in the Garden of Eden? They lost the garden. Remember, they lost the garden. The first time a woman decided to see like a man in the Garden of Eden, they sin against God. When men use their eyes to see, they don't sin against God. They might break a rule, but God will pardon them. When David watched the woman in the bathhouse and saw how sumptuous the body was and converted the Uriah's wife and killed Uriah, what God said was that, why didn't you ask me for more wives? This is a wrong thing you have done. So a man can go wrong by what they see. But seeing is one of the good things that God has cursed a man with. We will see. So when you are getting married and they give you a house help, when you are getting married and you have beautiful friends, let them come closer to your house so your husband can live long. Chai. Councillor Luttrell, are you serious? They all can't share the pa. Me pa wasem na so to the work and same be anam bu fool. I do anything for her, but I am not seeing nothing that she loves me. And what do you want to see? That shows that she loves you. This is on Instagram. Does the look means putting on makeup? Adwa, yes. Don't come out with your raw face. A good, beautiful woman doesn't come with an unmade up face. Your face must be made up. Don't take it for granted. Don't come and say, no makeup day. It doesn't make sense. It is not maturity. Hear me, Adwa, on Instagram. Makeup. Look good. And you can do well. Thank you very much. Now, let me see this one here. Read a few words before I get into the topic for today. I want somebody to write for me what you learned yesterday. A woman with less friends are bedding to their husbands. They always want their husbands by them 24/7. Make good use of friends and have fun. This is coming from Clarissa. That is your message. How do you also think about the thing I've put across today? I saw it and I decided to put it there for us to check. A woman with less friends makes a good wife. Now watch the statement before you answer. A woman with less friends makes a good wife. The statement is very, very cunning. And if you don't read it well, as a student of this class, you will say a wrong answer. There are women with friends, but unfortunately for them, they get rid of the friends. But they are saying woman, 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 woman. I taught you something the last week, that there's difference between a woman and a wife. So we say a woman with less friends makes a good wife. When you become a wife, you attract new friends, but there are friends that you have before. This statement is saying that women who has less friends makes good wives. So you are becoming a good wife because you cut off your friends. It means that a woman who has friends, when she becomes a wife, will disconnect from the friends. Disconnection of friends should not be as a result of marriage. Never do so. If you cut off from friends because you are married, you will regret. Unless the people are not helping you, you want to get rid of them. I don't have a problem with that. But if you take a decision to cut off your friends because you are Mrs. Lutrot, you will pay the price for it. The statement is that a woman with less friends makes a good wife. Think about the statement. No, we can share everything, but not my husband. If my friend comes nearer to my husband, then that will be the end. It will be the end for you and your husband, or end for you and your friend. Millicent, your statement is that if your friend comes nearer to your husband, then that will end what? You and your husband's relationship, or you and your friend's relationship? Which one? B says a woman with less friends does not make a good wife, but a depressed and unhappy friends. Speaking from experience. How I wish you come and share with us if you had the opportunity to join the link. You are speaking from, I like people speaking from their experience. B says a woman with less friends does not make a good wife, but a depressed and unhappy wife. Speaking from my own experience. Then Millicent come back to tell me that, and for me and my friend. So Millicent says, immediately the friends get nearer to the husband, she will cut off with the friends. Let me encourage you, Millicent. If you bring your friend closer to you, and I make your friend my friend, and I make your friend my loved one, if you cut your friend off, I will never cut myself off. So keep it in your head, Millie. Don't think that when you are no more friends with your friend, me too, I'll decide not to be friends with your friend. We are all getting different benefits from your friend. So don't ever think. Because some of the women who are in marriage can call their husband and say, I want you to stop the relationship with this girl. Call me and let me talk to her to end with you. And delete her number from your phone. And they believe that by virtue of deleting the number, the man has ended the relationship with the girl. Let me encourage you. My 32 ex-girlfriends, so many years now, all of them, their numbers are in my mind. Some I can mention them by heart. Even those who store their names on my phone as Mrs. Lutrot's future wife, my sweetheart, whatever my girlfriend then, they were able to store their names on my phone. I have not changed their name in my Google account. My ex-girlfriend still has her name on my phone as my sweetheart. One of them said my wife, and it is there. So if you pick my phone today, and you think my wife means that it's Mrs. Lutrot, ube fro bi repa, eyewale o wala. So this statement I have been thinking about, I cut off a very good friend just to please my ex-husband. And it end up, no, and it's up to date. And it's up to date. It has affected how we used to be. So B is trying to tell us what happened to her. She said she cut off a very important friend just because of the husband, an ex-husband. It means the marriage is gone. And it has never been okay with her again till today. Well, it depends on the relationship. If your friend is not helping you, nobody will force you to keep that friend. But if you want to end your friendship because you are married, be careful, because that can cost you. Millicent says, that is why I will make friends. And Millicent, if you don't make friends, then what are you going to make? Because it says a woman with less friends. There is difference between a wife and friends. So when we are single, all of us grew together. We have a lot of friends together who we did things together. The fact that you've become a wife, some of their things maybe you can do, but it doesn't mean that friendship must end. Oh yes. If when we're single, we're sleeping around. When I get married, I can't sleep around. But I am not going to be their tutor to stop them from sleeping around. That's one of the things that we do. We get married and we begin to put pressure on our friends who are not married. That is foolishness. Because the fact is that yes, it's good to remind them. It's good to share with them the experiences in marriage. But even most of you are causing your other friends who are not married not to be married. Because the things you come and share with them is putting fear in them. Because you see, watch the story here. If the crocodile comes from the river and tells you the shark is dead, why will you doubt it? So we are all single girls and you just got married to Councillor Lutrot. And that's your husband. And they all see you as Mrs. Lutrot. And anytime they meet, they are talking. They want to make sure that you are not part of their group like the way you were. Hey, we just say they want you. And here they are. You 7 now be giant. But man, na koye they be try ye juma swaye. O me antwi an hawade any day. When I want to me mo wale awade bibi animo. O brene kona na ni nyama nipa komu ide. Nyama papa bi ani awade mu. Hwe nipa da sena ye te say slave. Hwe sena me ho nyina aye. Hwe sena me nufu agu. Hwe sena me yefu so aye. Me da awade de me nka ntwe bi so mpre ne ho nko. And your friends are 38, 39, 40 auction sales. Then I okay kano. Jauma bemu bunu. You are becoming their delayance in life. Wo wakwa awade na anye ye a. Omo mo ahi na baba wade ukunu. Munja sansemfo no. Wo wade ukunu na anye ye a jomo maka no wale. Obi na wale kwa me. And three ho abrao. Some of you too, you worry your friends to look for the type of your husband like your husband. Do you want them to go and marry your husband? How many of your husbands are in town? Who says your husband is good to them? And now when they have the opportunity to become side chick to your husband, hey, uko apai. Why not can you? If you recommend me to your friends and they take the advantage of the recommendation and begin to assess me, why will you thank Jehovah God for such an answer? Stop discussing your friends with your husband. That is why your husband is saying, stop the relationship with them. And I have a pane Viviano. Minim da Vivian be jai sabra boni. Me kasa yesi wa tiko ko California. Okoye da we share guy bio. Enti omo ko chile. Minim de me ma bompa esa, minim ko me fa so me because Samira. Bo am na me tunifo. You are a stupid wife. You don't seek for clearance from your husband to talk to your friends. Watch it here. If you make less friends as a woman, it makes your marriage good. It is a wrong statement. But as a woman, if you make less beautiful friends, you cannot become a wife. Make more beautiful friends. But make sure none of them are more beautiful than you. Because it could delay your marriage. But once you become a wife, befriend whoever you want to befriend. Because no friend can break your marriage. This statement, I am still thinking about a lot of things in it. But it's not what I'm thinking about today. It's not the message I'm bringing to you today. What I'm bringing to you today is the power of your look and the scent or the smell on your body that must attract. I come across young girls who are not married at events, and it blows my mind. Some of them are wow, they smell good. I met a young lady when I came to America for an event recently, and when she came to give me a hug, the scent was on my shoulder, and I kept smelling my shoulder like this. Imagine it was a bad smell. So will I continue to do. Your smell and your look is very important to attract the right people around you. So I'm treating the topic smell good and look good just to attract a man. You do these things to attract a man. You don't do these things to attract a woman. It is nice for a fellow woman to ask you, what perfume did you use? There are times that it's not necessary to show them. It's not everything you share with your lady friends. Where you buy your bags, where you buy your shoes, where you buy your dress. So anchor. There are times that the dress you are wearing, it doesn't fit you. But because you are the only one wearing it, we are forced to admire it. Immediately you make another friend who is fair-colored than you, who has more butts than you, who is more busty than you, buys the dress to wear. Your dress becomes zero tolerance for relationship. Shady. So yesterday, where did I end? Those who can remember, share with us. I see some literature appearing here. You know, when I fire right now, unfortunately, I cannot be able to read your messages anymore. So it's good you are bringing them now. As I'm gradually climbing up slowly, share the page and invite a friend. I was telling my director today that there are times that when we come and we are sharing things with you, people come on board. But other times we don't find them anymore. We have cooked the food for you to come and eat. Come and eat because it is the reason why we are sitting here. Ladies and gentlemen, our topic is simple. Prepare to attract a man as a beautiful woman. With your looks and smell, don't prepare to smell for yourself. Anytime you check your mouth odor, anytime you check the way you are smelling, remember you are doing it for somebody and not for yourself. Thank you very much. So today, I've seen a long literature coming here for my students. These boys. So Bismarcks have written all the things I taught yesterday. Okay, you have look good for and smell nice. Okay, that's one. Develop how to smile. Yesterday I taught that. Be a woman that lets the feminine in you show. That's true. I said that yesterday. Stand out as a woman and be exceptionally unique. All right, the fifth one, don't hide in the corner. I said that yesterday. That's good. Then number 6, ask for help. Don't try to do everything for yourself in the quest to exhibit what you have. I also said, talk about your hobbies. That was the 7th point. And then the 8th point, don't dress for your girlfriends. Bismarck, you are a very good student. And this is why we have made you the class prefect. Clap for you. Wow, I love that. I have very brilliant students like this. Bismarck, Kenneth, you are doing very well. And Kenneth just came to say you are on point. So these are the things I discussed yesterday. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and you can go and see all of them on my YouTube channel. Because anytime I finish my show, in less than 20 minutes, I put it on YouTube. I don't stream live on YouTube at all. No. Maybe one day I will do. But for now, I will still maintain going after the show, putting it down there for you. So we have come to the 8th point. Don't dress for your girlfriends. If you are dressing for any event, don't dress because your ladies' friends are coming. Don't dress because of photo shoot. Dress because you want to attract a man. That's all. Wow. It doesn't sound like what they have been lying to you about. It doesn't sound, don't dress like a prostitute. Don't dress like somebody requesting to be pimped. Don't dress that at the end of the day you begin to complain that people are looking at you like a shower girl. What I mean is that dress in a way that you yourself know that you have dressed well and you are not appealing people conscience for anything, but you are appealing them to know that you are available and you are nice. So I remember that a few one of these days, was it doing the interview on UTV? A few came and made a statement, and this was the statement that people think that the way she dressed, he say, people try to pimp me because of how I dress. If you're yes. If you're yes. There is a way you would dress that doesn't attract men. There's a way you would dress that immediately depicts the type of dressing you're wearing. When I come here on Sundays and I'm in clerical, you don't ask, is he a pastor? When I put a lab coat on and a stethoscope on my neck, immediately you call me a doctor. If you see me in a nursing dress, you call me a nurse. If I come with the whisk and dress immediately and behave like what it is, you call me a fetish priest. So in our movie lines, if somebody is dressing modestly to church, there's a way they give us some level of kaba, to wear. The same way when they want you to play the role as a prostitute and a shower, a sex worker, they have a particular dressing they give you to wear. So watch it here. Every event and the quest to dress in a certain way. Your cleavage is not supposed to be exposed in all type of dressing. But there are some times that your cleavage must be seen. Very important. There are some times that you have to show your cleavages. There are some times that they have to feel the cleavage that you have. There are some times that people must know that you have some nice things that you are hiding. So when we are talking about you dressing well to attract, it's not like coming forward to come and dress and make it like a few is complaining about. That her dressing is causing people to pimp her for men. So dress not to please your fellow girlfriends. Don't call your girlfriend and say, Chale, ne den yeshe. Me da mama say me shot adiye you menu. I mean, there are some dresses that I least expect that you will wear and think you are going to attract men. No. There are some dressing that you wear to certain places will easily tell the men what you are in for. And if that is why you dress like that, I don't have a problem with you. Because there are people that dress like that for a reason. They dress so that they will particularly attract some particular men for some particular offer, for some particular reason. So if somebody walks into an event and she has dressed like the last time I saw Princess Shingle, dressed like this girl here, she's half naked. She's showing everything she has. A naked woman doesn't please a man. Any man who gets erected because they see a woman like this have a mental deficiency. Any man who is erected because a woman is naked, all of a sudden has a brain problem. So if you think your nakedness or your half-nakedness will attract the man to have a conversation with you, be careful. Be very, very careful. So it is not everything. Gabin Polo went to a show yesterday to promote her music, her new album that she came to play on her intelligence. That Amani was having a relationship with her. Amani came to speak loose. We all attacked the young man. And it was because they have gone to bring a song together. This old-fashioned mentality will definitely come to an end very soon. And when they are fully and genuinely attacked, we will not go into their rescue. But we came to teach people the way our money spoke, that your girlfriend cannot determine who you should be with. So that will not regret and won't come and retract. But I'm saying that like the way this girl is standing, it is nice. It is presentable. But where can you go with this? There might be an event that we want people who are naked to come around like this. This doesn't appeal men at all. Men are not moved when they see things like this. All they will see and come closer for is that, how much will you pay for this? That is how they see it. But we want you to attract a man who wants to make you a wife, so we'll teach you how to maintain him. So Akabi Polo goes and lifts up her breast, show her stomach, that she has no stretch marks. I mean, this girl is becoming insane. She's young. And this is the time that her talent should be shaping her to become a wife. You are a baby mama. Who gives any credence to your stretch marks or no stretch marks? What does it add to the system? Polo. Getting stretch marks at times, they are genetic. There are people that their stretch marks were not there, but it came as they were growing. There are people who had stretch marks in their smooth body after they delivered a child. You have just one child. There are people that as they were growing and they have 2, 3 children, stretch marks began. So if your value is no stretch marks, so you can lift your breast, show your tummy in a public space, just to battle the fact that I have no stretch marks, Polo, it was below the belt. I pray one day you grow out of this act of comedy, that some things must be kept away. So dress not for your friends. Don't wear the dress because it's for your friends. And most of the girls, I'm telling you, we lose it because some people are selling some dresses, and especially for those who are brand ambassadors, the dress doesn't fit you, but they want you to wear it. I want to encourage you. Anytime you are representing the brand and they are sewing something for you, let them sew what will fit you, not what they think they want to sell. Oh, yes. So don't dress for your girlfriends. And I want to continue today. The next thing I want to tell you today is that once you are able to get to an environment where men are gathered, make sure that you catch up with their eyes. Catch their eyes. And this strategy of catching the eyes of men, oh my God, is something else. To catch the eyes of a man. And easy. How do you catch the eyes of a man? That is too difficult that you can't catch. You don't know how to catch our eyes. You don't know what to do to catch our eyes. Most of you are using things to think you can catch our eyes. Yes, your buttocks can catch our eyes. Your half-nakedness can catch our eyes. But it is not all the eyes you can get. Because there are people that you don't catch their eyes by this. But they will send their eyes on their behalf to catch for them. I don't know if you understand my idiomatic expression. If you want to catch their eyes, I say look good. Have a good smell to catch their eyes. When the lecture is going on in the hall, walk out with your look. I say have the small perfume container. If you know yours cannot stay for long, based on your level, touch your ears with the different ones and few times to come. Before they will go for the cocktail break, rush to the washroom, catch up, catch the eyes, and look at him in the eyes. You have not gotten the man, so how do I look at him in the eyes? Let your smell do the looking. Let your smell do the looking. Let your look do the looking. Let them go like me leaving the event with a nice smell. And unfortunately, on that day, I was also working with an equally beautiful woman who dressed up and came back to complain to me that her perfume has kept too long, that it has lost its scent. You know, she came to tell me because she knows our ass. Why didn't you do any perfume on your body? All the girls around me, I say they know me. If you come closer to me for some time, immediately you will know what I will talk about and what I won't talk about. The fact that you are working with me doesn't mean you shouldn't attract other men. When you are working with beautiful women and they are attracting other men, they make you gain interest on your value. So when I'm working with beautiful girls, it makes me have value added to what I have already. Councillor again, I didn't have the whole of a power. Now I'm not prepared like Kofori. Regularly, you meet Kofori, my friend. Every plus size woman in Ghana has Kofori's number. Because Kofori is the biggest promoter of Mbaomotosun. You know Kofori? Yes. If you're a Kofori. Or baby or body be our Kofori number. The whole world. Because Kofori has a way of promoting the plus size women. To me, mouth feeling sa woto dosu no food dosu. You bet me package your man crofato. So they all get closer to him. And to baby who be or soon be no be say him go for it and obeka say aine. As say we him go for it to survive. As my can I say what here. If he say obi ari na do much there. So let your body do the speaking on your own behalf. Let it do the speaking. Don't lose it. I said, look in the eyes with your look. That's all. Do that. Just do it. Your smell. When they ask you a question, by any way, when we are in a crowd, it's difficult to hear each other. So regularly, we speak close to people's ears. If it's not in the dispensation of the nose marks. But now that people are taking more vaccine now, even the nose marks mentality is dropping down. So what I'm saying is that people won't talk close to you. So what do you put in your mouth? People put gum in their mouth. They don't know how to manage gum. I wish I had a gum to show you how to do it. You put a gum in your mouth, and regularly you want to do some better growl, not chewing growl, and blow it. Let me tell you what happens. If you go into a restaurant, when we started practicing how to manage prostitutes and their talent, one of the things I learned in class was that the way you call market for men who want you is to gum and blow. So gumming and blowing from the beginning in 1985 was one of the signs that shows in a bar that you are a sex worker and you are inviting a client. You don't know about it. You think it's fun. No. It was a symbol for the prostitutes to be inviting a client. Now, they also adopted the anklet. So once you see the anklet on the feet, she's a sex worker. Because they came to a time that they were disturbing and arresting them. So you need to have the signs and symbols to invite them. So when you meet anybody from Kolewako, they are in a particular form of anklet to show you that they are sex workers. And when they are in a gathering, they chew gum, and blow. It means they are calling for market. We grew with this. But people have lost the original reason why those things were done. And now it has become a cliche and a fashion. People chew gum just anyhow. If you are freshening your breath with a gum, you break it whilst you are sitting and smiling, not making noise, just to fresh your halitosis, the smelling teeth. Regularly, when you have water, what causes mouth odor is the tongue. Use your teeth to rake your tongue. Wash with water. Swallow it. It gives you fresh breath. But one of the things that have come to develop, and it's not because of anything. Recently, I went to a gathering and there were no nose masks. Everybody took off their nose masks. And when nose mask is off at time, because of keeping the mouth closed for a longer time, we can all generate a level of mouth odor. Especially when you hit after 40, don't relent in brushing your teeth. A woman called me yesterday and all her problem is that the husband doesn't like brushing the teeth at night. If you talk about brush, she will say, but when she wakes up in the morning, he wants to have a chat with you on the bed. Woe unto you when you turn your face. He will ask you, Menum Bona. And it's not a question to be answered. Because after 40, you have bad mouth odor in your mouth. So once you wake up in the morning, rush to your washroom. Just brush your tongue and come back to lie down when you go to wee-wee. Even though you brush your teeth before you went to bed. Because the weekend we are not leaving bed. Have fresh breath. Some of us, we don't sleep. So I brush my teeth at times 2:30, 3 o'clock, 4 before I go to bed. Ask my wife, I know she's not really enjoying the body of the, but I came to realize that some people too are not enjoying. So when we have opportunity, we do opportunity sexual intercourse. You know, a timetable at Tija. That was just by the way, though. But what I'm saying is that the woman was complaining. I said, so encourage you, say, oh, can't any boyfriend? Me go treat me simple. I'm saying, Yanko Chia. Can a Yanko Chia sing? Or they go chew the other. They be a pussy to cheese and they me treat me say how. Maybe sorry I can't anyhow. You know, when I was growing up, my mom asked me to carry a brush. So in Ghana, my aide would tell you I always have a brush around me. In my office, I brush my teeth. It's not because I'm going to kiss anybody, but I do a lot of talking. I like whispering to people. Before COVID came, I was brushing my teeth regularly. I brush more than 3 times a day. It's not because my mouth is smelling, but it's because I want to maintain fresh breath. So you are within the gathering, you don't have a gum. I will show you what you can use. So I went to a program in New Jersey just about 2 weeks ago, or 3 weeks ago rather. A big birthday party with a huge crowd. And I